Yeah, what if all your animal companions were Tortollas? 30 health taunts. It's absolutely possible with this new animal companion package in the Cataclysm class set. Cards like Roam Free and Tame Pet and Migrating Elk all increasing the cost of your animal companions, getting them up to 10, turning them into Omens and Tortollas, which are crazy when you just get to summon multiples of those via Call of the Wild. Talia Earthstrider adding even more animal companions into the mix. You can actually get some just like crazy monster boards in the late game with Hunter, which is pretty rare to see. Tame Pet in particular plays really nicely with Confront the Tol'Vir, meaning you can accelerate that pretty quickly and get those big animal companions really actually rather fast off of stuff like Spirit Speaker, even in the mid game, before getting to those big Roam Frees and Call of the Wilds. So ultimately, this deck can do some really silly things, and you're going to see some just stuff in this video in particular that makes you think, oh my god, this deck's broken. The data, unfortunately, tells a little bit of a different story. I pulled this list from HS Replay. This was the highest win rate Animal Companion deck, which hilariously enough does not actually run Animal Companion, the spell itself. It seems like this kind of hurts the win rates, and that's part of the reason this list is doing better, just playing like more consistent early game stuff. So this is the best version, but it's like dead on 50% win rate. Like, yes, you can climb with it if you're good. I actually had a 4-1 run with this deck, so like I thought, hey, this is actually looking pretty good. Like, I think this feels powerful to me. The data at large was a little more honest, of course, with a bigger sample size. I'm sure I just hit a good stretch of variance there. So like, can you climb with this? Yeah, probably. If you really master this deck, I think you could do a little bit of work. It might be able to get into that tier 3 space, but ultimately it's not that great. Much like the rest of the Cataclysm class set so far, it seems like it's going to have a hard time carving out a spot in the meta. So you might do okay. Just don't expect the world with this one. That said, you should expect some pretty crazy fun moments from time to time, as you're about to see. I mean, man, that's kind of an interesting hand, right? In some ways, but no, you gotta find your stuff. That's what we need right here. This guy. I think you still play Raptor on 1, but this guy, ooh. It's like, is this really an Animal Companion deck, or is this just an excuse to play Tol'Vir in a different way? Probably an excuse to play Tol'Vir, because that card is nuts. Oh my god. Yeah, let's go imps, I think, right? We can still go Tame Pet here, that's no problem. Hey, nice, that even helps on the imp side of things. What do you know? Draw a card. Let's see, 4 drops. Life Drinker, Mother Duck, and some other garbage. Creature of the Sacred Cave. I mean, hey, Sacred Cave Flash Heal. There it is, man. That's the move. So this looks like Token Druid, of course, which we might be okay-ish against. Stuff like Wound Prey, Arcane Shot could kind of help us keep up a little. Flame Imp is making them trade in. That's pretty nice. I don't know if it's fully token yet. Like, Living Roots can kind of be anything, of course. Yeah, let's just get this out. 2/4 body is really good here. Wormhole. Oh. I mean, I have to, right? It's crazy this is not even being run in the deck, by the way. Like, that's pretty wild. Did the other Animal Companion Hunter lists, I wonder, not run this? Gotta find them is the problem, because this one had the best data, right? Maybe that was part of it, is the other ones are forcing Animal Companion. I think that's exactly what happened. The other ones are forcing Animal Companion, and it's wrong in the Animal Companion deck to play Animal Companion. That's actually kind of crazy. Talia for next turn, sure. Yeah, I don't know, why not? Do you go Confront already? I think so. Yeah, I think you just don't get too greedy on it, right? We have another one anyway. It's pretty great. It's making the Animal Companions better, faster. It's board development, you know. I think you just don't get greedy. Garishi Wasp is okay. Direhorn also probably okay. Probably okay. Alarashi, which I always seem to get, probably not okay. Sylvanas could be great if indeed this is more of a tokeny game plan. I still sort of want to go Talion 5 when I suspect we aren't too far behind here. We might be a little behind though. Druid's doing mana things, so God knows. That coin looks sick. Is that the new one from the new spell? Wicker Fang, indeed doing sick things. I think we have to play Sylvanas here. No choice. It's actually kind of perfect too, though, which is crazy. Like, I think we would probably have lost this game if not exactly for Sylvanas here, right? And probably just rip the Wound Prey to make this math a little better. Opponent's probably a bit tilted by all this, which I'm fine with that. And then maybe you go Mend. Have the sisters out. There should be like an achievement for having all of the sisters out. So Talia got delayed by a turn, but no problem. There could be an achievement for that. I don't know. You could play them all in one turn, so it wouldn't be that crazy to do. Brawl for later, yeah. Man, like this sucks. Like I don't really have time to play Talia right now. It's crazy this does not show you the random beast companions that you can summon. I think they were pretty solid, but I think I want to greed too, you know? So you could go Elec into Animal Companion, maybe. You could go Tolvir again, too, which is honestly not that bad. I think you end up burning some cards and stuff, but maybe that's not that bad. Yeah, I'm going to do it, actually. I don't think you play another 1-drop first, because I think 3 mana afterwards here is valuable. I'm going to see how things shake out, and then maybe just play Elec. But I want to see what cards I draw first. I'm only getting like 2, but you know, the math can change things a little bit. Like if we get into a good set of beasts too, we might not want to play Elec, you know, so we're just going to kind of make a decision here. Tracking burns. Okay. I think we can afford to play the Elec here. Yeah. I think the beasts weren't that great looking as I recall. Yeah. Pretty average. Mythical Terror Mountain Bear is actually really sick. This pushes you to 9, by the way, too, now. This could be a turn 8 play, or you could go for Call of the Wild. But we have a good board, too, right now. Like, Druid tends to have problems with these kinds of boards. Oh, whoa, sick. Tranquil Clearing, dude. It's making a big boy taunt here, which is so cool. Gonna put it asleep with some extra health. Fine with that. This is a really good moment to play Talia, I will say. Like, it's really free here. I don't know, like Mountain Bear and Mythical Dude's fine, whatever, but this is a, like, I'm not gonna get a lot of moments to play Talia like this. I think we take it, right? Tame Pet, get us up to 8, and then you have Call of the Wild on 8s. Are you happy with your 8s? Yeah, those were sick 8s, yeah. Yeah, you can go to 10 too if you want, I guess. Free little guy here as well. Hand size is kind of clunky though. Oh, they didn't buff it, I guess. Okay, they're gonna put my guys to sleep, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. Let's not keep the hand too full here with another one of these guys, because we're already going to 9-10 anyway if that dies. So I think you probably just go Call the Wild on 8s, but I don't know, man. A big Tortolla right now too feels like it's just insane, and then you get like a monster, you know, just monster setup later. Yeah, I think you just do this, right? You get a Tortolla and a random 10, so hopefully you get the Omen, I guess, right? That would be the best. Ogamagon is the worst. No big deal. We're still in a great spot. Really great spot. I mean, how do you lose from here? So this is going to summon 3 10 drops and a bonus 10 drop. You want 2 Tortollas here if you can get them. There's the Shatter for the opponent. Typhoon, bro. Typhoon's crazy work. Horn of Plenty. Does that mean the last guy has a 0-cost spell? Could be like an Innervate or something, right? Dude, Typhoon's crazy work. Who got those, by the way? I didn't really see. It looks like I got the Agamagon, which is actually a pretty good one to get, and I got the Nurse. They maybe got a Tortolla. And I guess was Talia still chilling too, I suppose. Good news is now they don't have a Typhoon against Call of the Wild. What was that actually? Did it say? Horn of Plenty. Oh, those are just random nutrients from something else. Yeah, Wildwood Circle. Okay. I mean, yeah, this is obviously the play. This is just like, how do you reload after, you know, like, come on. Give me a break, dog. How do you reload? Like, I got 2 Tortollas. Like, forget it, dude. This deck is just infinite Tortollas right now, man. This is crazy work. I'm getting 2, maybe 2 more next turn, right? I don't know. Talia makes this deck nuts. By the way, I'm actually winning a lot of games with this deck right now. I I don't know who made this list, but it does feel like the right kind of, you know, the right sort of mix. I may just be hitting a good streak of variants, but I think if this game goes the way I think it's going to go, I think I'm 4-1 so far, which is really good. Like, actually kind of nuts. It does have a 50% win rate at large, so I mean, I'm definitely, you know, above rate on it, but still feels really promising to me, man. When you do stuff like this, you feel like you're a god. Can't be stopped. We don't really want to upgrade our animal companions anymore because they get bugged out, though, as you probably haven't seen yet in this video. Oh my god! Yeah, I forgot it shuffles itself back into the deck for infinite typhoons. Bro, did they get it again? Bro, okay, that's actually insane. I forgot it gets shuffled back. It's shuffling itself back in, dude. Wow. You're not used to that because Typhoon's normally a spell, right? Not attached to a body. That's actually terrifying, dude. I am so scared. That's actually crazy work. Another Tortolla, nice. Guess you gotta hit this. It's kind of free and... Dude, do not tell me they draw that sucker again, dog. If they just Typhoon me, like, imagine you get down to one card and you just Typhoon every single turn. And you just keep redrawing your Typhoon guy. That's crazy. You would still... Well, no, I don't know if you wouldn't take fatigue damage. Is that just an infinite win condition? Like, screw Jade Idol, right? Static Shock was the 0-cost spell. We're finally seeing it. Okay. Bro, if they draw the Typhoon again, I'm going to lose my dang mind. I still have the potential to make more big boards thanks to Brawl. Like, even Spirit Seeker actually could make a pretty threatening board. I think you'd probably take Omen, because I feel like I need to make sure I end the game before this Typhoon thing becomes a problem. That is a crazy synergy, dude. I never really thought about it before. Like, I think we talked about it getting Typhoon, but I don't know that I'd ever processed that it was just an infinite loop, you know? Thankfully, 18 cards in deck makes it increasingly unlikely they find it here, but... And eventually, too, we'll probably just find, like, over-the-top damage that solves a lot of problems. So here, this could be an Omen. This is guaranteed to be an Omen, which probably just gives us lethal, right? I'm too lazy to count, but almost certainly does. Dude, another... Dude, this is so sick. It's so many Tortollas, man. That's so crazy, dude. I really like this a lot. When this deck's working well, I like it a lot. It's really cool. Just infinite Wild God deck. Man, that's a cool game, actually. That's so sick. Okay, do we get... Ooh. It's crazy to me not to keep the card that buffs your whole deck, right? Like, I think we keep that. Just have something to do early. Everybody else, you know, I want to find, like, Tame Pets and Hound Masters and, you know, Elix seem great. Yeah, this looks really, really good. Barisa kind of gets worse as you get a better 3-drop, sure, but, I mean... I don't know. It's like they're in the deck, right? It's like I have a decent amount of minions as well. Not a crazy amount, but a decent amount. So I think it's okay to keep this. Depends probably a bit on the, you know, surrounding cards, which is why the kind of conditional mulligan guide is so nice. Really gives you that info. Witch's Apprentice. Spooky stuff. Tame Pet on 1. Always cycle that card. Upgrade to 4-drops. Wound Prey we don't need yet. We'll chill here. Is it always... Like, am I lagging or is it the cards? Like, what's going on here? I would say, honestly, those are pretty okay 4-drops, I think, based on the look of it. Yeah, 5, 6. 2 7's not, you know, it's worse than a normal Animal Companion, but okay. And Umbra Claw's okay, too, I would say. Like, Rush is nice. And the Imbue, while not... technically super useful, we do already have an Imbue card. Technically, we're kind of playing it more as a tutor card, of course, but like technically I think we're gonna go double 3s here. The Varisa still lines up really well into this board, which is nice. A lot of the early shaman stuff's kind of 2 health anyway, so then we get the Elic on 3. Neri starts coming in later, maybe. Roam Free is here. Ritual, there's that 2 health stuff we were talking about. Sylvanas would be great. Not quite clearing this yet. That's good news. Do we use Wound Prey here to get some space. Probably still just Elec into Spirit Seeker. I think that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and hit here. Well, I guess Witchwood Grizzly, those were pretty good, dude. Pterodax I'll take. Yeah, I don't hate those, man. Witchwood Grizzly's amazing, actually, and Stranglethorn Tiger's not bad either. It's not great, you know. Like, we're not gonna pretend it's great, but I think it's okay. Static Shock for some trade-ins here. Still can't quite kill Varisa though. That's good news. Ooh, could have got some bonus damage there and had way better math, I think, right? So we'll go Spirit Seeker, and I guess we just take the Witchwood Grizzly all day, right? Like, that's really nice. I don't think you need the lifesteal yet or anything. Witchwood's just a monster, dude. Does the opponent see? I haven't played against this yet because no one's playing new cards because they aren't good enough. I don't think the opponent, do they see your animal companion rolls, right? I doubt it. Like, did they know I was going to be summoning a Witchwood Grizzly is what I mean to say. I doubt it. That seems crazy to me. So I think next turn is just Spirit Speaker again and another Grizzly. Like, you don't have to get fancy here. This is a 4 mana 6/15 taunt. Part of it taunt. That's good, man. Thanks to Varisa helping. This is a monster board. I think we clean up a little bit, but also perhaps start thinking about some face pressure too. Just like let them work through all these bodies while we're just hitting them, you know? Seems great. Can we even a Wound Spray next turn? I think if it makes for some good math. I am not gonna get greedy on the Neri sands and stuff. Seems cool. I'm looking for like a Talia right now too, maybe. Dude, it's crazy. Muradin's already won. That's why. Oh, I hate when they chain the Muradins like that. I will say they don't have a lot of mana left here to do much. Okay. I mean, I think you take another Witchwood Grizzly. You don't go for 6 here, right? I think we play this, but I think we do it after. I think you just take the Grizzly because you know it's good. You don't know what your 6s are going to be, but this does set you up for the roam free a little better later. You could also honestly hold this for Neri because I don't really have anything to do on 6 anyway. I'll push you to 7. This would push you to 9. It would be really cool to get to 10 specifically. The 5/6 cosplay. Yeah, I think we actually just chill. I think we greed the Neri here. I don't know. You're going to regret that a little bit if you draw like Talia, but I guess I'll just do Talia Tame Pet then. I mean, that's fine too. Brawl, I would also be a bit tempted by, I guess, but regardless, the opponent is spending a lot of time on setup here. You know what I mean? Like a lot of draw, a lot of passive abilities while we're still developing and scaling, which is good. Wound Prey Neri is pretty cool, I guess. Maybe we trade in our 2/1 to kill that Wailing. Sands of Time as well. Man, oh man. Let's start here and draw some cards, right? Like this is step number 1. See what we find. We go up to Bone Chill seemed okay, actually. Mythical Terror is actually nuts, though. That's great. I think we just try to get some value, right?
Let none falter.
I need board spaces for these, I'm thinking, right? So I'm trading off here. And I guess we run in the little guys here too, probably. Part of me wants to just go face, to be honest. I don't know if you have to clean this up, but I also think it's okay. Bro. We are 100% keeping that. Are you kidding me? Confront the Tolvir is actually completely insane. Like, are you joking? So next turn, I think you still go roam free, right? Just because it's... What are we on? 9s, I guess? We're going to be on 9s. I think we saw 7s. I mean, you could go Tolvirs first. I mean, if Neri lives too, you've got some big decisions. I guess you got decisions to make there as well. Also, opponent's not too far off from being dead is another consideration. You could go Houndmaster into Elec as well. And you get yourself up to like 10 plus, I think, pretty soon. Now, I've heard this is bugged. If you go past 10, the game gets weird. I think even if you go to 10, maybe the game gets weird. And then if you go past 10, I saw some dude on Reddit say you start discovering a card back or something. I almost want to do that just to see how it works. Man, it's gonna be hard not to just play a bunch of one cost cards. Oh no, that makes me want to go. That makes me want to go roam free again, right? Do we have lethal, by the way? I don't even want to look because I don't want to look. I just don't want to know. I'm just gonna pretend we don't. Ashmane, Ursoc, and Onara. Oh, dude, Onara's nuts. I don't know if it's good, but it's nuts. All right, I'm gonna like extend this game a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't punish us too much. I think you should just go all face for the record. Did we just play Tolvir? Oh my god, my hand's gonna be full of nonsense, dude. Wound Prey is just not much. Tame Pet is pushing us to 10, but then does it go even higher? It does. So I think we just bugged the game. Yeah, there's a card back. There's just a card back. We draw 1 million cards. Oh my god, there's just a card back, dude. Like I gotta play Call of the Wild here to see what happens, but I need to be able to trade off first. Is that my only? Yeah, that's my only generator right now, so I want to do that. I hope the opponent manages to clear the board or not concede here, because I'd love to see what happens. I want to see this in action, dude. Just summon me a card back. Does it go into play? Like, I have no idea, but I need them to clear the board. I need them to give me some time. That's not a board clear, but I can trade off maybe here. Double battle cries on that is actually nuts, by the way. That's cool. That is a pretty good play. It's not enough to save lethal probably, but I like that it gave me some board space so I can maybe see the card back in action. Oh, that's a good play too. Dang, they're actually chilling here, man. They're gonna kill the 3/1. I trade 5. Yeah, I don't have lethal on board right now, actually. I want to see the card back. It just doesn't summon anything. Are you kidding me? I can't actually kill this dude off. We might have lethal with the Onara, but I don't know. We're just kind of goofing anyway, right? Like, I don't know. We had, I'm sure we had a lethal with like Chaos Strike and Hero Power. I would imagine anyway. We had to, right? Roam free drawn. I mean, between like Confront, Chaos Strike, Hero, I'm almost certain there was some kind of lethal. Wound Prey 2 could go face, right? Like, almost inevitably, like just use Wound Prey on the frog as a net gain of damage, right? Already there's so many things. Neri was alive too, so it's just like 2 to face. I wanted to see the card back, but I guess you don't summon the card back. But we only got 2 dudes when we're supposed to get 3. It's just giga bugged. Like, that's actually kind of crazy to me that, like, we should have gotten a Tortolla, right? It wasn't a board space thing, we just didn't get it. It's kind of crazy to me because you're telling me these cards were all designed and printed and presumably tested, but no one got them to 10 in testing? Was it a bug that was introduced at the last minute? Like, maybe that's an excuse, right? Like, if the bug just showed up right before shipping. But it seems like something you would expect to catch is what I'm getting at, right? I would think you would catch this bug. Oh my god, they have a Tortolla, dude. No, that's terrifying. Thankfully, like we said, we have Wound Prey, Hero Power, million options here, but that's just a little concerning to me, I guess. Like, I mean, listen, I'm gonna be like, you know, I'm making a game. We don't catch every bug. There's a million things that surprise us. I mean, we have like literally infinite unit combinations with like 100 units on board at a time, so it's a little more complicated even for us, frankly. But like, so I get it, you know, like not every, but you know, we're 2 people. We literally are 2 people. You know, Blizzard's a $90 billion company. It's a little different, right? Like, I don't feel too bad if we miss a bug across, you know, basically infinite unit interactions, because we have 100 units on board half the time with, you know, 150 unit positions where they all interact in different ways positionally. Like, the permutations of unit combinations for us is functionally infinite, you know. Of course, nothing is infinite, but, you know, more than anyone could ever test in a lifetime. And you know, so I am somewhat sympathetic, but at the same time, it's like, well, you know, it's a different scenario too. I don't know. I just like, I played 2 games of this deck and I ran into it, is my point, right? So unless it was a bug that was introduced at the very last minute somehow, you would expect something like that to be caught and addressed, because that's kind of the whole point of this whole deck, is like getting to big guys. You want to get to 10s and do cool stuff, right? Or past 10 is, you know, very naturally going to happen. Okay, yeah, I love these 2. It's a great start. It's basically a 1, 2, 3 in this deck, because this guarantees you draw your Elic, which is really cool. I haven't looked at the other lists, but I do kind of wonder if part of this list's success is because of this really refined tutor. Whoa, those were some sick, bro. Those are some sick 4-drops actually. Everburning Phoenix sucks, but the other two are great. I mean, a 5/5, not really much better than a base animal companion, you'd argue, but still not bad. I mean, we're hitting the dream curve though, right? This is the 1, 2, 3, 4 that you absolutely want in this deck. So we're gonna have 5-drops, I guess, for Spirit Seeker, right? Which is, I don't know. Yeah, 4 mana 2/2 that summons a random 5-drop. I get, well, not totally random. You get to choose, but you know, like kind of random stat output, anyways. Still not, I guess, that exciting, you know. Although Witchwood Grizzly, I take it back. That's my second Witchwood Grizzly roll. That actually is pretty exciting. Full health Witchwood Grizzly is 100% overstatted, so that's nice. Opponent clearly here playing ley lines, which is a good sign because they have absolutely terrible data so far. I mean, it's so much worse than I expected, which is sad for sure. If we look actually at, I didn't look at the best ley line decks. Yeah, the highest win rate ley line deck right now in the game is 43% according to HS Replay, which is wildly terrible. Yeah, 312 is amazing. This deck does operate through the board a fair bit, and high health in particular shuts them down. I don't see my list on here. You guys haven't played it enough to populate it, but the best list is very similar. Has a little bit more early game emphasis, which makes sense. Like no blizzards and some like glacial shards. I like that. That's the same sort of idea, but just cheaper stalls basically. That really seems very smart to me. So not my favorite hand here really. I guess you just go like Varisa into some ones. You got the Tolvir, so getting those down. I mean, I don't really love the Varisa, but I also don't love Illyria right now, so just make Illyria stronger for later, I guess, right? I'm getting like lag every time I play a card. Is that like, is everybody getting that right now? I don't need this, but it's like part of me thinks like maybe if they get a crazy big board later, it might be nice to have that just as an emergency, you know? I don't know. Just gonna do it. Gonna go face here. Their 4-cost ley line, the removal one is not terrifying to me. Like, you know, it doesn't go with the 312. These just still probably have to trade in. A lot of little junk on board to distract from that. That is a tribute dance. Whoa. Whoa, that's sick. I mean, it was their whole turn though, so, and they like still had to trade in a little bit. So I guess I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Is this a Tolvir already? Couple tame pets. I mean, let's see what we draw, I guess, right? What was that? Actually, pretty good 6-drop. Stag. Hideous Husk is garbage. We go up to 7/8 here with the double tame pet. That's pretty great for Call of the Wild. So yeah, I think you do want a Tolvir here. I guess you play a squirrel maybe, but you see what this hits first. Oh my god, what is up with the lag? I don't think it's me. I haven't had any internet issues all day that I've noticed. Sure. We need to leave a little bit of room for Tolvir here at the end of the mana cost. Sure. I think we like this a bit better than the squirrel, right? Am I worried at all about overfilling my hand or anything? Not really, right? I mean, we're gonna draw some cards, but my main goal here is just getting to a strong Call of the Wild. That was a pretty good 7-drop set, by the way. Had the mythical dude and the big mountain bear. Techisaurus isn't even that bad. Hey, that's pretty good 8-drops too. Nice, we're in a good spot. Okay. So this also puts us to 10 if we want. On curve. That is actually beautiful. This is the hand size problem we were talking about. Maybe I should have just gone for squirrels, because like if they clear this, I'm just burning all these cards. Not that I'm like super concerned about it, I guess, but just not, you know. So this gets me a 10-drop. And then Call of the Wild gets me 3 10-drops, which we know the pool on the 10-drops are fixed, right? It's Omen, Tortolla, and Agamagon. All the wild gods, basically. Bursting ley lines. Yeah, we're losing some value here, but I mean, it's garbage. We don't want it anyway, right? Like it's, oh, Neri, actually, I do want it. I take it back. So do we go Tortolla here, I guess? Or do you go Omen? think since they don't have a board, you just go Omen, right? You're gonna get Tortolla anyway later. So just create a threat here. Like, this is basically a lethal threat now. Next turn, you're like, you know, you're getting if they build a board or stabilize somehow, you're getting another Tortolla. You don't need 2 Tortollas, is my takeaway, right? Like, just take the Omen. This is still a really hard problem to solve. So this game, by the way, has felt pretty good so far. Like, we've had some really smooth curve hits. Everything's been going pretty great, honestly. But let's not lose sight of the fact that we had our perfect curve, and we're also playing quite possibly the worst deck in the game. Like, that's the issue, right? Is everything went perfectly against the worst deck in the game. This deck feels kind of broken in that scenario. Like, this is nuts. I think this curve was so perfect, this might have had a pretty good run against a lot of things, for the record. You know, I don't know that really much of anything had a good shakeout in this game, but it helps to be playing against the weakest deck in the field. I'll say that. They also didn't really seem to have a great hit either, you know. Bro, they actually sniped on that. It's not enough to keep them alive because they're just like, you know, take so much return damage. But yeah, when this does line up perfectly like that, man, this is, you know, that was scary. I think this could have beat a lot of decks with that exact curve, for sure. That was really good, but that does not happen every game, as you're gonna see in this video. Not always like that. Hunter versus Shaman. We've got double Sands of Time early. I don't think that's it. Indeed, the data agrees. Yeah, I think the tracking's fine. Probably not even really our favorite, but just something to do early. Elik early seems pretty solid, yeah. Wound Prey, surprisingly, despite being 1-cost spell, not that great in the mulligan here. That's wild. Now this deck, as I'm sure I explained in the intro, it is the best new Hunter list on hsreplay.net. It is not great. It is like exactly 50%, and that is the best build so far, with, you know, not like huge sample sizes yet either, of course. We're talking still very small sample sizes. Shaman, this is a tough call, because, you know, like, this obviously we know is great earlier. This can be kind of good anytime, but like, this 2 damage is good early against Shaman. Like, I think you got to take this, because I just don't know if we'll have time for that. Like, you know, if you knew you were going to draw your Sylvanas by turn 5 or something, you might say, yeah, I'd rather just have the upgraded Sylvanas or whatever. But like, these boards in particular, Sylvanas is just so good against. I wonder if you actually even coined this yet. Probably not, because you still have a good Houndmaster. I think this is fine. Did I just draw my last beast naturally there? Yeah, we didn't draw a card. Wow. We only have 2 beasts in the deck, I guess. Which I'm fine with that, because, like, you know, you want to find those. That's the point. But it's really annoying that I just drew it. Oh, man. But this is what we were talking about, right? Like, you know, just taking this swing now is more important than, like, some random little 1/1 buff or whatever. It's like, if we fell too far behind early, we'd just really be cooked here. So now we feel a lot happier, right? Like, Elik into Wound Prey is fine. Elise is, you know, that's chill. It's pretty slow right now. I like that. So we have Spirit Speaker, Brawl, and Call of the Wild as our Animal Companion cards. We're not even actually running Animal Companion, right? That's kind of crazy. Also, this Imbue Hero Power is wild, because you're just using that 2/2 as a tutor, right? It has nothing to do with, you know, Destructive Phoenix, Mythical Rune Bear, and what was the other one? Dread Raptor. Actually, not the worst, I would say. Not the worst. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this just so this trade feels better. That 1/1 doesn't get cleaned up too freely. So I guess it's maybe just Elik Hero Power next turn. Not in that order, but I guess you could weave in an Arcane Shot then, yeah. Ah, the Varisa comes back though, actually. Okay. Still not really my favorite. We could coin the roam free next turn. Still not really my favorite, right? I think you do this still, just to set up better for next turn. We're going to 5 here. Telenium Rex, Alarashi, and Silithid. Okay. Like, this is fine, right? Like, you know, 4/4 here is actually pretty legit. Actually getting to utilize the imbue hero power is nice. You know, like, it had some meaningful play here. I mean, I guess, I don't know, is it really worth it? You know, we spent 2 to discount 1. We didn't really have anything else to do anyway, you'd say, right? So I think it's fine, because you just, you know, what else are you gonna do with that mana? And you just get a 1/1, right? Like, hey, that helps us kill the 2/4. That's worth it probably, but man, in a boring way. It's not like you're excited about it, you know? Like, yeah, technically, sure, it was worth it, buddy. Tell yourself that. This trade does, do they have one of those left? No, but they have Static Shock, so actually it did nothing confirmed. It's like you want to do, like, you're gapping to 8 here, but you need something, right? You need something. You need a top deck. Mythical Terror is actually great. Actually an insane game-winning hit, dude. Game-winning hit. It's crazy that even though that died first, I still took the increased damage from it. Like, again, you know, things happening in the same window despite being in sequence is always a little bit counterintuitive, but I'm fine with it. I'm not mad. So, I mean, I guess worst case, we have any top deck I get, I can play number 1, right? But maybe we get something cool like Spirit Seeker Varisa. That would be so sick. I'm at the point now where I don't actually want to upgrade my animal companions anymore. Maybe because I freaking love this guy so much, dude. This guy's really cool. This is a fantastic, fantastic beast to get over and over again, I would say. Very high survivability. We'll start with tracking 100%, of course. I mean, like, technically, right, you could buff first and then grab something, but I'm just not excited about Varisa. I just don't need her. I want any animal companion summoning effect here. Spirit Seeker is 100% the play. Wish we could have just drawn it naturally, but it's fine. I will say this guy's currently only gonna have 4 attack, which does not kill the Xavius, but I don't think we really care. It's just about buying time basically into Call of the Wild, and just, you know, having a big 4-drop dude there is part of that. So Call of the Wild now is going to summon me 2 garbage guys and 1 good guy. I mean, you know, it's like, what was it, a 3/6 and a 3/3 or something, right? That's part of the problem, is like the one-offs we have are really good right now, but the 3-ofs still aren't actually very good, I would argue. They still seem pretty bad. Opponent's putting this to 5, unfortunately, thanks to the healing totem roll, which is, again, really bad for our dude. Neri, not worth it, of course. Doesn't really do anything right now. You know, just not the best. Like, you know, it's not terrible, but not the best. It's like a 3/6 technically competes here. The next Call of the Wild could be way better, but I'm, you know, eventually I'm going to run into the Colossus, and I think we're just going to fall over dead at that point. I don't know. It's like, I got to figure out a play here. Oh, a 3/3 Muradin's pretty nuts, right? Like, what's that going to be? How does this work with, like, if you kill this one off, how does this, do they both have the hammer? Like, you get 2 hammers, I guess, or is it the same hammer is what I'm trying to ask, and not explaining very well here. I don't mind if they go face a lot, because, like, we can heal fairly reliably, right? Like, I'll just trade that off and heal against these 3. It's a big time heal here. Arcane Shot as well. I can even just use my 3/3 then. That's fine too. Could also Arcane Shot or hit that, I guess. I guess you just hit this. Yeah. So pretty big board here. Big time heal here, which is nice. Like, this guy getting to farm up all of these is really cool, right? 12 heal, and he's still around too. It's like, imagine if these were like 7/7s, you know, just like war golems. We'd actually, I think, be in a pretty great spot. But the fact that these are 3/3s and this is a 3/6, despite this game going like relatively well and having one, it's like the the one good card is just like, you gotta hit like 2 or 3 good cards, right? You don't want just one. It's being dragged down by the others. That's the issue, right? That's really the problem. There goes our good guy. Not the scariest Deathwing with only 2, but still a little too good, right? God, I mean, this is obviously the move, but kind of sucks. Maybe we get a beast to imbue. Nope. Oh, nope, no 7-drop minions. Shame. I mean, whatever, man. It's a board, right? We got to do something here. It's a board. Neri's still alive, so that's cool, I guess. All right, what do we want to top deck? Roam free puts us to 9s. Talia, I mean, we're just out of cards, man. This deck just does not have card draw at all. Confront the Tolvir has like tracking, I guess. Certainly a play I'll take. Exotic Houndmaster sort of card draw, right? Tame Pet is sort of card draw too, right? So like there's a few things, but not a lot. Neri gets hexed. I can live with that, I think. Copy and attack here is not that helpful. Maybe marginally better than using your hero power, I guess. Opponent seemingly drawing a lot more cards than us. I'm just like literally out of steam, man. Like I thought this game was kind of going okay, but like you can see why this deck can't win sometimes. Brawl, but I just like, you can't, I gotta wait for a spell. I'm just passing.
Let none falter.
That's crazy work, honestly, man. I mean, this gets me a spell. So I guess maybe we just see what's here. It might be, I mean, it might be worth it, right? Oh, that's totally gonna be worth it. Okay, we have to do this, yeah. I don't know what the cards are gonna be, but any cards are. God, we just like, these rolls suck so hard, man.
You're rotten. Let none falter.
They just suck so hard, dude. God. No spells too actually sucks. I also gave the opponent an Alakir, which sucks, right? Like, yeah, it's nice to see it myself, but that means they also got an Alakir, you know? So, not the dream, really. Not the dream. Did they not want to play it here yet, I guess? They maybe wanted to upgrade it more, I suppose. Is this alive? You know, not, well, it could have been, but they're trying to kill me. Okay. Does that give me any outs? Tame Pet. I can heal a bunch if I get my big guy, right? Like I can heal a ton. Trying to think if this helps me at all. Like, I don't think, I just want spells and my big guys, right? Oh, I get to pick? No, I don't. Oh, they're already upgraded. I forgot. That's still pretty good, actually. Confront the Tolvir. I don't know what's happening. Does it always do this when you play it? Is it always this laggy? Arcane Shot. Arcane Shot. Nice. Mimicry. Yeah, we actually are kind of fatiguing them out. I forgot about that. The Herald here is good. That's more. Seismopod, maybe? Did I get the... Do I get the Animal Companion or not, I guess? No, I guess not. I'm just upgrading it, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Ritual of oh my god, so much is happening. I got the Krog Crater King. Oh my god, too much is happening. I can't keep up, guys. Ursoc. Gotta hit the minions, guys. Train in Brawl because I don't want to die. I'm probably dead anyway, but oh, I forgot I have an Asphyxiate on. I don't need to train in Brawl, you idiot. You idiot. Forgot I had an Asphyxiate on clearing. Are we dead though? Like, can we actually be alive here? Alec here's still really, really scary because I think it trades through the rush pretty easily, right? Yeah, it double trades. None of it mattered. We needed more taunts, basically. Maybe a Tortolla, and if we got to 10, kept me alive or something. I don't know. This is like we just really ran out of steam there without hitting the Tolvir, I think. All right, we will keep tracking for sure. We want to find 2-drop lady. Nah, tracking again, yeah. It's lazy, it's boring, but it's right. Shaman is scary. Elec is good. All the Wild feels like it's a lifetime away though right now. Slow start from the opponent. I mean, like one that scales up and gets intimidating later, but for now, not too bad. Well, the Houndmaster's dead now that I have both the Elix, so I guess you take Arcane Shot. I think the question is here, do you eat the egg or not? It's gonna pop out anyway, right? So I think I need to reduce the risk. It trades okay into Illyria, so that's fine. Or I guess we probably still play Elec over Illyria, don't we? If it was one of the Illyrias, if it was Varisa, we'd play it, but Illyria I don't think is worth. So Elec's fine for now. This takes us up to 4. Pretty bad 4s. Even Umbra Claw's not very good against Shaman. Pterodax is just a worse Misha. It's kind of the problem, right? Is like the 4s and 5s do sort of suck. I will say though, like, I after playing this a little bit, I do think it's true that you're not actually really trying to summon them at 4 and 5 much, you know, like you're basically pushing until they get to 8 or 9 before you summon any anyway. I guess I have hit Witchwood Grizzly enough that like I've been playing some Witchwood Grizzlies, so I don't know if that's totally true or not, but opponent is off to a really slow start, thankfully. They've finally developed a power on board, essentially, with this 1/1. I mean, I gave them a 2/2, sort of. Like, what is their end game here, man? They have basically just been passing every single turn. I will 100% take this as a Witchwood Grizzly, speaking of. Like, that's incredible. Endangered Toto is also probably pretty decent. I don't think I would have been mad about that either if I didn't have the Grizzly, but right now, Tolvir, not terrible, I guess. Draw 2 and deal 2 is, you'd play that. That's an Arcane Intellect, right? Like, that's not bad. Arcane Intellect bonus. So yeah, we may play Tolvir. Illyria Tolvir is not a bad idea. Question is, do you Tolvir first or Illyria first? Because if Illyria gives you a play you like, you might think that's enough. But Tolvir gets you way more choices for the remaining 3 mana. I don't know what you would really play with it. Maybe Sylvanas. We're not hitting the Grizzly yet, because why would you? It doesn't, you know, you can't solve that problem. Maybe looking for a Hex or something on that. I think you go Tolvir first. Like, yes, of course, Tolvir has more upside later, and that is a reasonable argument to make. But I want to get a better play. I don't want, you know, this game doesn't last forever. So let's just get a better play. Spirit Seeker's not, unfortunately, a better play. That's a good hit, though. We like that a lot. Yeah, sadly, we didn't get a better play, so I think Illyria is okay. Maybe she finds me a big old roam free or another confront the Tolvir. I like that better than Tame Pet, right? It's just like the same kind of thing, but better. And we'll hit face for 6. So really not our worst turn, but not, I wanted to develop more than I did. That said, Spirit Seeker next turn. Spirit Speaker could also be another companion, I guess, right now. Hex, indeed, like we talked about. I don't mind that because we're going to have some 10 drops later, you know? Weirdly, the Hex is like, I feel like almost kind of wasted there. Things are going to get worse for them before they get better. Sylvanas. I want to save that, don't I? But it's really good right now. It's really... I think Sylvanas Spirit Speaker is too good to pass up, frankly. Like, you know, yes, you can greed, yes, but I want pressure. I want tempo. Like, I want to put them on the back foot here, you know? Got another really good Grizzly. I think this is fine. Like, kill them before they get to, like, you know, Colossus stuff, basically. We're also on Call of the Wild now, which isn't great. Let's be honest. It's pretty bad still. We don't have tame pets yet in the confront is part of the problem, so we haven't scaled up as much as we normally like to. A lot of 3 health stuff is quite awkward for us right now. This puts us at, what, 7s? I don't think any of the 7s are great. I mean, I guess we could take a look. Still have an Arcane Shot. Arcane Shot here. Trade. But the 2/4s suck. I almost want to find like an AoE here or just some cleaner math. Let's see what we find here first. This is not the direction I planned to go, but am I crazy to think it's kind of cool? I mean, we just basically get to like value trade a little bit, right? These trades don't matter because we're getting the health back, right? So like, it's kind of funny. Yeah, it's a weird direction, but I'm gonna take it, man. It's a really, really sturdy board. The question is, do you confront? I don't think so. I think you just hero power and do this. I'm gonna say not really the, you know, not the like my 5-drops just have no pressure at all, right? Not the worst though. Like it's really sticky is the good news, right? And the stealth here actually too, with the ability to go face is kind of nice. Like they just have a lot of stuff to work through. That's an early Alec here forced because they're desperate here. Although that seems kind of nice. What's that? Static shock? Okay, that gives them better math, I guess. Yeah. I don't know where the like Grizzly's hiding and stuff. Grizzly's here, I guess, maybe? Or no, here. This is the Grizzly, yeah. I mean, aren't they just dead on board here pretty much always? 6, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, just dead on board, yeah. Well, currently. Let's see if anything changes, I guess. We're still digging through this turn, but I don't see what's left. Yep, Talia doesn't have it. Not bad, man. Weird little pivot, but that was kind of a good mid-game animal companion. I just keep winning with this deck, by the way. I don't know. I feel like it's better than I expected it to be. I'm just climbing. I don't know. It's weird. And now a word from our sponsor. Yeah, did you know I've been using the exact same deck tracker for 8 years now? It's the Hearthstone deck tracker by hsreplay.net, and I use the legacy theme, which people always ask me about because they love the way it looks. But for real, I checked. My very first video using Hearthstone deck tracker was Quest Warlock in Journey to Unguro. Hey Regis, what is the card add-on you have in the background? This is Hearthstone deck tracker. That is an amazing run. You know, from day one, I've used it to remember which cards are in my deck, a surprisingly difficult thing to do when you're streaming. But nowadays, it has all of these just crazy advanced features. You can hover over any card to see its related cards or tokens it might generate, or just highlight any possible synergies from your deck, which is especially nice for tutored card draw. There are tons of live counters that help you keep up with your opponent's cards and win conditions. And for me personally, the Mulligan guide is super useful to plan your early turns. So yeah, if you somehow haven't downloaded Hearthstone deck tracker in the last 8 years of watching me, I think it's finally time to download it right now for free at hsreplay.net. You might even find a handsome fellow on their website.